Hi everyone, welcome to section 7.6. In this section, we're going to go ahead and talk about trig functions and what their graphs look like. We sort of have two key words. The first one is period. It's the distance it takes for the entire graph to repeat. The second is amplitude, so it's the distance between the center line of the function and the max or min of a function. We're going to go ahead and talk about what that looks like in terms of sine. So my first parent function is sine. Now generally when you talk about the graph of sine, we are mostly concerned with this area here from 0 all the way to 2 pi. Notice that my numbers down here are in radians. They give you those values in degrees too, but generally you will use radians across your x-axis. Along your y-axis you have 1, 1/2, 0, -1/2, and -1. So the first word we had was period. It's the distance it takes for the entire graph to repeat. So for our graph, my period is going to be 2 pi because from 0 to 2 pi, we have one full cycle of my graph. If you notice prior to that, between -2 pi and 0, you also have one entire section of our sine graph. So for this one, my period is going to be 2 pi. The next thing we have to figure out is our amplitude. Amplitude is the distance between the center line of a function and the max or min of a function. So we actually see our amplitude in quite a few places on our graph. You can find it right here, down here, right there, and right there. Again, that center line is just going to be 0, and then we want to figure out how long is each of those little blue lines. Well, the distance from the center to the top is 1. The distance from the center to the bottom is -1, so it's technically 1. So my amplitude is going to be 1. So for a sine function, your period is 2 pi, and your amplitude is 1. All right, that is all I have for you for this video. You can go ahead and check out the next one. We're going to talk about your other parent functions. And thanks for watching.